Good day, viewers. You are welcome to today's talk show on politics. I am your host, Oko Edward, known as Switchlight, and we are here live at Vima Studio. Today, we'll be deliberating about the current trends on the electronic transmission of results, which was discussed and deliberated by the National Assembly, the Senate to be precise, on the 4th of February 2026. On the plenary section, the Senate conspicuously omitted the part where the real-time transmission of electoral results was supposed to pass, which is in section 60. And while on that, the masses have come out in their voices and on their social media handles, rejecting what the Senate has passed, demanding the Senate to go on and pass what the masses want. That what they just did is a disservice to the nation, a disservice to the masses, and to the disservice of the constituencies who sent them there to represent them. That at this point in time, the Nigerians are clamoring for a real-time transmission of electoral results and not the usual transfer of result that was used in 2023. Citing more of their reasons, they stated that the 2023 election, which the transfer of results was used, there were a lot of lapses, loopholes that was used to manipulate the results. And not only that, it was thrown out in the Supreme Court that it lacks a jurisdiction and it also have no basis for challenging the result due to the fact that this same electoral transmission result was not passed into law. Now, different quarters has been divided with different opinions. Why the Senate are saying that the reason why they could not pass this into law is due to the fact that most parts of the country has been ransacked by insecurity, and network challenges might deter them from not having the access to have a real-time upload of the result. Why giving this excuse? The opposition party senators have come to say, no, this is not what we agreed in the Senate House. That the Senate President, Akpabio, intentionally removed that part where they demanded that real-time transmission of results must be passed. While this bustling is happening, the masses are also lamenting, calling for the masses to occupy the National Assembly. The obedience in particular are at the forefront, demanding that if the Senate refused to review and amend this particular section, that they will occupy the National Assembly till God knows when. While this is going, the APC tried to justify the action, stating that the Senate knows best and they don't understand the situation of Nigeria, hence the need to boycott the session that said real-time transmission of results. But the masses are not having it funny, and they are going all out on all social media, newspaper, news stations, calling out the Senate for a review. That if they don't do so, there will be a showdown. That they must take their time to look into this and pass what the masses want. While on the other hand, David Mark, the ADC national chairman, has called the Senate President, Akpabio, that listen, do your job to pass the law which the masses are requiring you to. Then forget about the network issue or whatever you think. That is for the INEC to decide. You can't be doing your job at the same time doing the work of INEC. Yours is to pass the real-time transmission of results, while the INEC is to decide whether it is ideal or okay for them to opt for the real-time transmission of results. After this backlash front and back from all quarters, the Senate President, whom has decided to, okay, let's see what we can do, has called for urgent meeting stated on the Tuesday next week, where there will be a review and see if there could be possible amendments to it. But this is not promising, as nobody knows what might come up next. Now, to the Nigerians, we all have seen, we have heard, we have said enough. We have used our social media handles to cry out. And I think the Senate have listened. I will plead to all of us to be patient and calm and watch what the Senate has for us on Tuesday. No one is perfect, no one knows it all. I believe most of the constituencies must have called them to order that they should do the bidding of the masses. While I encourage every one of us to stay calm and don't take laws into your hands, that the National Assembly, they are still our own people that we sent there to represent us. They might have the goodwill or the good intention of the citizens, but sometimes their decisions and actions might go contrary to what we feel or we believe in. While I'm still using this medium to call on the National Assembly to do all within their power to make sure that this retransmission of electoral result is being passed and implemented. And no more, nothing less of that should come out from them. On the other hand, I will encourage the INEC not to toy with the feelings of the masses or try to test their resolve, because this might go down wrongly on their part, and the masses might not find it funny, which might lead to several issues that might lead to breakdown of law and order in the country. I also encourage Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to look into this issue. If he has any influence on it, he should talk to the Senate to look into it and pass what the masses want. He should never be scared of election, whether win or lose. Election is meant for a winner to emerge, and it must not go your way all the time, but do what the masses who wants to vote you want. Besides, you have over 31 governors beside you. Why should you be scared of electoral transmission of results? Since you have what it takes, allow the Senate to pass it so that Nigerians can believe and trust the INEC for once. Because as it stands, most Nigerians, or nearly 70% or 90% of Nigerians, have lost trust in the INEC. But with this, it will revive the hope, the trust the people have in the INEC, believing that 2027 election will be a bit fair, free, and credible. This is where we draw the curtain for today. Thank you for watching. I remain your host, Oko Edward on our Live, and we are here live at Vema Studio. Stay tuned and don't go away.